In today's equity index futures markets, let's look at the S&P 500 future as it's realizing further selling pressure today. We did see a pretty volatile session. Overall, the S&P 500 future actually was able to get above break-even briefly earlier in the session, made another run at it late in the session, but unable to get back above the break-even level, and now we're seeing it down I don't know, about 75 basis points, I believe, and we're looking at the futures market right around 43.05. Now, as we continue to realize further downside here, I do want to point out the intraday low today was 42.50. That is the lowest intraday low. You have to go back to January 24th, which we did see the yearly low of 42.1275. So we didn't quite get down there today, but certainly when you look at it from a longer term perspective, or at least a technical perspective, this is a little bit of a retest of those lows from the end of January. And I think when you look at some of the driving factors today, a lot has to do with the concerns from a geopolitical standpoint. Certainly that storyline is shifting on an hourly basis, and that is causing uncertainty across the various asset classes, and the equity markets are realizing some of that volatility and some of the downside price action due to the uncertainty and how it might play out in the future. Couple that with the Fed message that continues to come out here over the weekend and through today, and it looks a little more hawkish right now, and I think that's another factor as to why we're seeing the equity markets realizing some selling pressure. Now, when you look at the general trends, we are seeing the S&P 500 futures down, as I mentioned, at the lowest level really since the end of January, and testing the lowest levels of the year. And then coming off, but today, if we were to close, I believe below 43.17, this would be a new closing low for the S&P 500 future, and it does appear that that's going to be the case today. We did not take out the intraday low from the end of January, as I mentioned, but again, testing and the lower end of the range for the year, able to recover this afternoon, but unable to get back to above break even, and then some selling pressure late pushed the S&P 500 futures down to just above the 4,300 level today.